Hello everyone, and welcome to Eastern Investigations. We'll be playing the second one, Prosecutor's Gambit, for my glorious king, Miles Edgeworth. Last time we played, we got to the latter stages of the Prosecutorial Excellence Committee part. We're, claiming that the chairman of the whole thing is actually running an illegal business. And that he also got someone murdered. Silence in the courtroom, please. Miss Von Karma, you so kind as update us on the progress of the search. It's not good news, I'm afraid. The entire big building has been searched from top to bottom. No auctioneer's hammer is found anywhere. Ugh. That is bad news indeed. Then, we've no choice but to move ahead with the verdict. Such a terrible shame. I suppose only a fool would have left the murder weapon behind. Certainly not what I'd expect from my first rate criminal mind. No, there's not enough work to win here. Can't carry us one further on my own. Yes, it really is a tragedy, but such is life, I suppose. Just thinking back over the defendant I've made peace deals with over the years. People who poured their hearts out to me, who trusted me with every detail of their crimes. And then when it came to their sentencing, I've been in life in prison every time. For every single one. Oh, if only you could see them. The stupid, dumbfounded looks on their faces. Hey, Reina. The verdict has been passed. How you doing today, Reina? All present will accept Goddess's word as long. Nothing I can do. Kay and I are both... Well, we had some proof. Never imagined I'd be passing judgment on you under such circumstances. End of the road, huh? With the power vested in me, I shall assist with her. The court will hereby induct you for your crimes. What? What? Huh. What's going on with you, Birdie? Some that the court's administration of case filed with certain incidents, namely the IS-7 incident, murder that took place 18 years ago. But what does that file have to do with... Wait, you mean... You're late on a visit to this chamber. I was too. Precisely. I came to retrieve these documents. So sadly, it seems I arrived too early to get to the action itself. When we spoke of the matter before, you implied that I acted to retrieve files in your own case. You'll have to forgive me. That was a ruse to buy myself more time. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, there is someone here, so I guess I should wait for the ad break to end. Unless you can hear me. In that case, we can continue. I love this music so much. Okay, you're back? Oh, cool. Yeah, no, she really just said, yeah, no, so happy school finally finished? Hell yeah. Wait. May 14th, huh? So your school finishes in May. So I'm used to school finishing up in June, July. That's cool. Yeah, no, she hit us with the Uno reverse. Gavel, you can't just accuse my dad. Without proper grounds, it's defamation. You mean defamation, buddy? Yeah, in June because the final exams. Ah. An excellent observation, Eustace. It is? Of course, I have the grounds to make such an accusation. 18 years ago, Mr. Manfred Van Karma had some details about the victim's body fabricated. Details he was forced to fabricate when the sculptor's Audie's frost body went missing. My papa? Fabricating information? What's the meaning of this? Ian Seidman, the director originally assigned to the case, did in fact report that the body had gone missing. However, it seems that a certain someone wasn't very pleased with Mr. Van Karma, and deliberately withheld that information in order to bring him down a few pegs. What? This individual refuses to allow anyone to go against their wishes, or to challenge their power, and they're known to go extreme lengths in order to bring those who defy them to heel. 18 years ago, they were no different. In fact, they even ordered Dr. Hertz to create a fake official report for the IS-7 incident. What? She was the responsible for the fake report? Wait! You have to understand, Grandma, she's not a bad person. She had to do what she said. She didn't have any choice. He, the person in question, was the chief prosecutor at the time. The chief prosecutor 18 years ago? No. The man who gave Papa his first penalty of his career. Excelsior's winner. It was you.
Objection!
What are you all talking about? My dad would never do something like that.
Overruled.
I'm sorry, Eustace, but your opinion on the matter is not needed here. Well, Chairman Winter, do you have anything to say for yourself? All that nonsense with the body, that was Manfred's doing. Such a willful boy. And the fake autopsy report? Killed it. How could you? I can't believe you naughty kids dishonest things behind my back.
Hold it!
I could just ask her why she didn't. She is standing right here over here, after all. But wait! Grandma can't. Ouch! Grandma, I'm sorry. I knew. That's why I. Right, exactly. If I didn't, everyone would have found out about what you did. They said he was going to charge you with if I didn't help them with their plan. They said he would. I just had to do what the auctioneer said. So you were coerced into it, were you, Near Stealer? Just to be clear, the auctioneer was Chairman Winter. I'm sorry, but I honestly don't know. The person forcing me to help them was the auctioneer. And they definitely looked to be about the same build as Chairman. I never saw their face. Oh, there must be something. Any detail, no matter how small will do. Oh, wait. Their mask didn't cover their whole face. And the part of it wasn't covered had a tattoo on it. Remember that much for sure. Tattooed on their face, a mask didn't cover. Tattoo.
Objection!
This sounds all very dramatic, but I don't really know what you're all talking about. There's no tattoo anywhere on my face. I think I'd know if there was one, wouldn't you? I mean, you got a giant-ass beard. Wait. Yeah, no, that is like half hair, half face. Which means I can't be the ringleader, no matter how much you might want me to be. I only hope you can figure out who this shameless manipulator might be.
Overruled.
Contempt from this courtroom is an insult to the goddess. You sure it's not you who's not feeling insulted here? I'm not the only one who has been trying to bring you to justice. This rigger has been trying too. I refuse to let her sacrifice be in vain. Young Rosie was looking to take me down, you say. But why? I barely knew her. I've always had a certain magnetic charm, but I don't remember catching that particular eye. You barely knew the victim? Well, I do believe that is a new statement. The goddess demands you offer your full testament in the record. So that's how this is going to go, hmm? You mean to help me until I finally break? Well, if that's the way you want to play it. Fine. I'll destroy you all. Every last one of you. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to work with you on this one. I doubt we'll get another chance to put him on the stand. So let's make this most of this opportunity. Of course, Your Honor. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, Chairman Winter, you will tell this court everything you know about Miss Ringer. Young Rosie was a member of the committee, of course. But we never really had any personal interactions. At least, none that I remember. I hadn't motive to murder that poor girl whatsoever. I have absolutely no idea why she was after me. So you don't mean to accept your pardon, any of us? Of course he doesn't. He isn't guilty. Could he be? He's my dad. The winner of winners. That's very kind of you, Eustace. But you need more than mere words if you plan to cover for me. Alright, you got it. I won't let them put this on you. I believe in you, Dad. You'll beat Edgeworth. I know you will. Yes, yes. You really are such a sweet, simple child. He really loves his dad, huh? That's no excuse for him to ignore his father's crimes. You don't want to talk. No matter how much he respects him. Regardless of their station in life, all criminals will be made to atone for their sins in time. This won't be easy, Mr. Winter. But it has to be done. We can't let his father get away with this. Only 4 statements, huh?
Hold it!
As a member of the committee, you must have at least been familiar with our case. Sure, that's about all. Still every once in a while.
Hold it!
So you're saying you barely knew the victim at all? That's exactly what I'm saying, my boy. Yes. But I never knew about the burn mark on her head. You didn't. I mean, what's the point? You get to know someone, but before you know it, they're gone. It becomes such a pain to remember things about others. They're here one day and gone the next. Alright, man. Yes, because they dare to stand up to you. Make you disappear. Please add your remark about the victims run to your testimony from Winter. That can't be right? Good luck getting revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Prominent burn on the victim's hand. You can't hide that burn from me. You can save yourself. I'm on revenge. Screams for not long after. Bro, that looks like that woman looks like Emma, and I got confused, lol. You know, fun fact, Emma is here. She's a part of this case. Mr. Hart statement. Now, the fact that they made me press on, I don't know what's going on here, huh? You shouldn't know about the burn mark. You really don't let up, do you? I'm not in the habit of memorizing who has a scar on their head and who doesn't. If this wasn't just any old scar, I'd say it's pretty noticeable in fact. Perhaps under no circumstances. Now that I think about it, Miss Ringer did always wear gloves. Truth be told, I wasn't aware of this burn mark until after the incident myself. Even things were always covered by pro gloves. Makes sense, of course. People can very self-conscious about such things. I can only sympathize being something of a sensitive soul myself. Hope you're not too sensitive to pen that statement of your testimony. Well, the ringleader was wearing gloves.
Hold it!
So you remember her always wearing gloves? I mean, it was something of a trademark of hers, yes. Who knew it was to hide a burden? I always imagined it was a fashion statement. Does your little friend here have something to hide under all those bandages, I wonder? Who, me? No, I don't have anything to hide. You don't? Not even with so many pictures of a cold-blooded murderer?
Objection!
If anyone here's hiding such a thing, it's you. I'll expose your true face. It's the last thing I do. Never felt entertained by word. Go ahead and do your worst. So much when you always wear gloves. That reminds me of something. Should look over all the evidence again. So it's this statement right here, number 4, that matters.
Hold it!
Cool. You never had any trouble with her professionally. Oh, don't be silly, my boy. Too far important these days after such realities. And by all accounts, her work was unimpeccable. Impeachable? Unimpeccable? I'm gonna say it's unimpeccable. Besides our difference in standing meant we hardly ever interact. That doesn't prove you didn't kill her, does it? Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? And then you save your little friend, hmm? Certainly seems that Miss Ringer has some personal interest in you, at least. Indeed, indeed. But I can't for the life of me imagine why. Too bad, so sad. Without a motive, you can't logic your way into putting this on me.
Hold it!
You have no idea at all as why she's attacking you. Let's see though. It's because they're the real catch. Suppose you can say that, yes. The admirers, they come, and then they go again. You couldn't even dream of being like my dad. Very true. Not many ordinary people could quite match his achievements. It's remarkable, really. That so many people come to a life and then for somebody to leave it. Certainly won't complain if you chose to leave Verity, my dear. I think it's far more likely that you'll be the one leaving today. In handcuffs. Yes, very droll. You think I'm finished, you'll be sorely disappointed. Think back that we know about the victim. You're not sure how to approach this. Take a look at the evidence. You just might find a new way to interpret old information. You're trying to help me, Francisca. I'm trying to help Kay Faraday. They couldn't care less about you. Nice to see Shirley is worried for Kay. In her own Francisca sort of way. So, statement 4. Gloves. So, there's gloves there. There's that's the... Let him... There's making the pain. I should patch the thing back. So, I'm thinking right now it's gonna be the ringleader's appearance. Or autopsy report. Well, I don't know. Let's get this report say about this. Well, it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything about the gloves here. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with ringleader's appearance.
Objection!
No, okay, that's wrong. Miss Runner's enjoying this. He has his father to back him up. Okay. So let me press the statement again. Always wearing gloves. Trademark. Hide a burn mark.
Objection!
Always wear gloves. Look over the evidence again. If she's always wearing gloves, why are her gloves not on the autopsy?
Objection!
Why are they suddenly not on? Okay, that's the wrong line of logic. This other photo right here, they're not wearing gloves. But isn't that because they took them off? Or...
Objection!
Okay, it's not it. I mean... My only other guess is the plushie who talked about the burn mark, but that's only implying that is him. I mean, I guess that's where we're trying to play that in the first place, but. Commissioner always wore gloves. She did. That raises a rather important question. Now how it's a contradiction. It does. Contradiction, you say? Really? You listen again to the conversation that was kept in this stuffed cow. You'll soon see what I mean. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Nothing to say for yourself. Been waiting so long for this day, and now I'll finally have my revenge. We can easily be certain that we just was the moment the victim was attacked. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn mark from me. We assumed those words were the killer. And where's the problem in that? It seems like a perfectly sensible assumption to me. I'm afraid not, Trim Winner. You see, if the victim was always wearing gloves, as you just testified, and the burn mark on her hand should not have been visible to the killer. But how does this get him in any way?
Objection!
You speak as though gloves can't be easily removed. You could easily have taken them off during the auction. But that's... She hadn't. She was still wearing them when I changed places with her. They must have been on her hands now she's being murdered too. What are you saying, my dear? You do how much trouble you're in, don't you? I'm not scared of you anymore. I have him on my side now. Now it's time for you to pay the piper, Winner, you dang devil. I see. So you're both looking to despair, too. My god. That can be arranged. Not this time, Excelsius Winner. Only one despairing is you.
Objection!
Hey, you can't talk about Dad like that. You can't feel the burn was covered up. What does it even matter?
Objection!
Well, it matters. Because it turns our understanding of the burn mark on its head. What do you mean? Can the fact that the victim's burn mark was covered up possibly tell us? Hold on. If this is the victim saying this, because the whole point was Kay and Rosie wanted revenge for something. I had interpreted this as the murderer wanted revenge too, but this is the victim saying this. The murderer had a burn mark. Think about it like this, Mr. Winner. victim was wearing gloves. Therefore, the burn mark on her hand would not have been visible. In which case, whose burn was it? What was being referenced in the recording? Somebody who, wasn't the victim? Precisely. Which only mean that the culprit had a permanent burn mark too. Or put another way, I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn mark from me. Those words were spoken not by the murderer, but by the victim. No way!
Objection!
Ooh. That changes things a lot. Eustace, my boy, do you mind stepping aside for a sec? Look, Miles, it's nice to see you having fun of your little flights of fancy, but let's get serious. So the murderer had a burn mark now? Really? Where? Your little theory will either take flight or die depending on your answer here, I'm afraid. He's not messing around to figure out where the burn mark was in fast. Wonder where it could have been. All the action people were wearing disguises, right? Yes, and each disguise was different. Yet in spite of that, burn mark was visible to the victim somehow, which means... Well, shall we? Enlighten us, why don't you? Where was the murderer's burn mark? Assume you have some evidence. The mask didn't cover it, which means it was on her face.
Take that!
Here's my evidence. The outfit the ringleader was wearing throughout the auction. Or rather, the outfit you were wearing, Chairman Winner. Oh, what exactly is that supposed to tell us?
Objection!
A suit, white gloves, and a mask. This disguise should have covered almost all of your skin. But according to Nurse Mueller's testimony, the auctioneer's mask didn't quite cover your entire face. Not only that, she claims to have seen a tattoo in the part that was exposed. Was it a tattoo, or did she claim to pick up a burn mark for one? A burn mark? On the face?
Objection!
Sorry to interrupt while you're so clearly enjoying yourself, dear boy. I've got to inform you. None of the committee members have such a burn. I don't know, man. You seem to have flammable objects near your face at all times. Myself included, of course. But Dad, I mean... Eustace, do you think you can be quiet, please? You can be foolish in your own time later. Ooh. Eustace knows something. Well, you may be an annoyance most of the time, Mr. Winter. On this particular occasion, I'm grateful for your presence. Something like that from you, his son, is an indicator of truth as I can have hoped for, and gives me a much-needed confidence boost concerning other theory of my own, namely, who that unexplained item belongs to. What's the matter with Mr. Winter? I think he might be in shock. After all, he's usually the last things to figure out. But in this case, he seems to have gotten there all too quickly. He knows his father's indeed the real murderer. He's sad because he knows the truth? So, it's better not to know the truth at all? Okay, that's what we came here for. Doesn't matter how we get there, the important thing is finding the truth. You yourself told me that once, right when I needed to hear it the most. Now it's time for me to repay the favor and show you the truth of your innocence. I want to know too, the truth of what really happened. So please, Miss Edgeworth, won't you show me? I very much intend to. You don't know when to give up, do you? Where's this burn then? Perhaps you can point it out to me. Well, you can't, can you? Because it's nowhere to be found. Just like your evidence that I'm the killer. Yeah! Hunt for contradictions all you like. You won't find any. Because he's my dad. A winner through and through.
Objection!
I understand, Mr. Winter. I completely understand why you don't want to believe it's true. But if you ignore the truth now, you'll regret it for as long as you live. Dad, what do I do? I just don't understand it. Could I have raised such an utter buffoon? You really wish to help your father, Eustace? You can try thinking on your own for once in your life, you useless nitwit. But I try all the time, Dad. All I do is try. I went to the school you wanted me to go to. I aced every test. Look at my jacket. Then we give these to the valedictorian. I did everything you told me to. I worked like crazy and graduated top of my class. I tried to be just like you and win as many trophies as I could.
Objection!
Oh, bro, don't tell me it's all forged. You really are just a simpering simpleton, aren't you? Those tests you aced, I had the school give you perfect scores on all of them. Those debate and speech competitions you won, they're just raw friends of mine. You never even realized that much. There's no for you, I'm afraid. None at all. You're no son of mine. Even you must see that. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh, gone. My own son. They all leave in the end. I mean, boo. This. Oh, he's evil. Oh, he is comically evil. I love him so much. Laughing. Ooh, I'm crying. Even when he was trying, he was failing. And he did it all for me, and he should have tried harder. You're a disgrace. You don't deserve to be a father. You certainly don't deserve to be a chairman of this committee. Even I feel sorry for the boy now. Oh, Mr. Winter. Explain yourself, Chairman Winter. Just what do you think of your son to treat him in such a way? An utterly useless pawn sounds about right. But you're one to talk, dude. You tried to worm your way into my trust by using useless too. Not denying it. However, I've never thought of him as a mere pawn. It may not be naturally get to the prosecutor, but he tries. In some ways, he tries harder than anybody. That's what I witnessed during my time with him. You would calling me useless? How could you?
Objection!
Because he is Verity, my girl. He is utterly incapable of doing anything I ask of him. Mr. Edgeworth, I entrust my offering to the goddess to you. So you may use her final judgment under Excelsius Winter. Thank you, Your Honor. I have been more ready to do so. The Winter has a visible burn mark on their face that night. It don't fall that the Trim Winter is currently avoiding that mark somehow. How exactly was he dressed during that auction? That'll be the key to solving this case at last. Now then, Your Honor, please. Which piece of evidence will help us reveal the burn mark on the culprit's face? Well, we just said mask, so it's not mask, right? Paired wigs, straight and other wavy. Can't be masked because we literally just use masks. I mean, his beard's pretty wavy, right? Recall Nurse Mueller's testimony, if you will. There's one thing we know was never quite resolved. The second wig. It wasn't used. I seem to remember it being wavy? What are you two talking about? Nurse Mueller apparently found some very interesting items when she went to swap places with the victim. And? What did they do with the burn mark? What she found were two wigs. One was intended to make her look more like the victim. What was the other one for? I suppose it meant to be fair. It doesn't take a huge leap of imagination to see the truth. Compare Chairman Winter's current appearance without the ringleader's words described to us. The same, but without a wig, without a beard. Stop staring at me. I'm very upon a difference presents itself. His face, or rather, what's around it. You mean, it wasn't a wig after all? Not a wig until they go on top of the head in any case. It was a fake beard all along, wasn't it, Excelsius Winter? This? Why, it's all my own, dear boy. How very unkind of you to suggest otherwise.
Objection!
We saw how your son reacted when he realized the truth. And how he just really tried to cover for you, even in light of his realization. Do you still fear that he might expose you? So rather than take that risk, he bullied him until he couldn't take it anymore. Because he knew that your beard hides a prominent burn mark. Chairman Winner, just remove your beard this instant. Oh my goodness. There it is, the burn mark. Mr. Edgeworth, for bringing evil justice before the eyes of the goddess, you have my thanks. No, thank you. Couldn't have done it without you. Excelsior's Winner, in the name of the goddess, I hereby pronounce my verdict. The matter of murder of Miss Rosie Ringer, this court finds you guilty. Goodness gracious, he's bald. Mr. Edgeworth, can't thank you enough. You never gave up on me, even when I gave up on myself. That was very kind of you. There's no need to thank me. As a prosecutor. No, as a friend. It was the least I can do. Mr. Edgeworth, rejoice. I've learned that the Chairman Winner has been safely delivered to the detention center. The search for the missing auction hammer continues. However, when you're talking about Chairman Winner here, it's quite likely that he has already been destroyed. In addition, to another matter I must inform you of. The Chairman made a rather strange statement. According to him, the letters were not part of this plan. What? What could that be? He claims that he and Miss Mueller found this letter on Miss Ringer's person. And that they found a second letter in K on Mr. Conte's body. From their contents, the letters seem to be those of their correspondence. So he left the conclusion they must have been working with each other. That's quite the conclusion to jump to. As he read the letters, that's when he came up with the idea of putting Miss Harnick for Miss Ringer's murder. But he decided to put the victim in a very conspicuous place. Namely, in her left chest pocket. Sounds to me like he's just trying to make excuses for himself. Yes, I certainly thought the same. This was some sort of last-ditch ploy on his part. But it matters not. He will enter to the goddess now. And under her scrutiny, such strategies cannot help to succeed. He will not escape justice. And with that, one of the duties of which I have been entrusted with is complete at last. Chikachkavau, before you go, can you tell us what you know? About how Chairman Winner came to murder Miss Ringer? There's more there, isn't there? Yes. Suppose you have earned the right to know the whole truth. Miss Ringer once had a lover, a press photographer. He was investigating the underground auctions as a freelance journalist. Before he could uncover the truth behind the auctions, he was disappeared. All Miss Ringer was left with were the memories and personal effects of her lover. And so, seeking revenge on Chairman Winner, she made her appearance on the auction. Fortunately for her, her opponent struck first. I see. So that's the story behind this case. While the goddess does not condone acts of wanton vengeance, Miss Ringer's actions have exposed Chairman Winner's crimes at last. So that was your real goal. You were tasked with exposing Excelsior's Winner and the corruption at the heart of the committee. Does anyone know what happened to Mr. Winner? I'm afraid I haven't been able to get in touch with him. Do you have any idea why? Probably because I wasn't there for him just now when he needed me most. Oh. I really feel bad for him. Well, don't pity him too much. At least he knows the truth now. No matter how hard he might be, he'll need to learn to accept it. If he can't, he'll never be able to move on with his life. Trust me. Father's influence isn't easily erased. But in time, he can hopefully try and change his ways. You're right. You've gotta be. Can I change too, I wonder? Can I move on with my life? You okay, Kay? How's that head feeling? I'm fine. Thank you? I'm so sorry, Kay. You were my patient. I had responsibilities for you. And instead I let them accuse you. Yeah. Dang right. We ain't just in the business of fixing bodies, Missy. Reminds where it all begins. You're right, Grandma. Speaking of which, how's your memory? It's like, with a little more time, maybe I'll be able to remember some more. Please forgive me, but I better be on my way. I'm going to preside over the trial of Fifi Lagarde in a bit. Oh! The woman from case 2. The Bronco Knight case, huh? This is the defense attorney. It's supposed to be Miss Ringer, but as she is no longer with us, we are still in the process of finding her replacement. Miss Ringer was scheduled to resident warden in the bar. And of course, until we find Eustace, there's no one active prosecution either. In any case, I must take my leave. Ah, wait, please. What about Mr. Edgeworth's badge? What's going to happen to it now? Oh my goodness. I was worried about this. They're doing construction work above my room. So to answer your question, it's complicated. It's up to the goddess now. But don't worry about it, okay? It's a consequence of my own making. Some of you don't mean to change your mind. Of course not. I chose the path of the truth. I chose it willingly. As chairman winner of the picture, justice is in the hands of the righteous once more. If you did wish to follow the path of the prosecutor again, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll be more than happy to facilitate such a decision. It's very kind of you to offer, but I can't accept your help at the time. I hate to ask for my badge back, but I'm not even sure if I want it anymore. I see. Seems we are destined to continue on different paths then. Well, I trust you'll keep my badge safe until they converge again. That's all I have. In the meantime, I have here a token of Goddess's mercy. You may happen to this notebook to a trifle owner. Kay's promised notebook. Seems it was due to be sold in the auction. And with the name Kay written on its cover, Chairman Winner made the connection immediately and knew who it belonged to. Huh. That would, it was the same name as one of the letters, after all. The letters he claimed to know nothing about. Suppose he insisted he didn't prepare them. Yes. He also has something else to say. Apparently, he thought that Miss Faraday was after her notebook, and Miss Ringer was after his life. And that their respective goals were what led them to cooperate and integrate the auction together. Fortunately for him, he misread the situation completely. It was all just happenstance. Kay had known a defense attorney who was also a member of the committee. There's no way she wouldn't have told me. It just isn't like her. Your belief in her is touching. While the notebook did become part of Chairman's Winner's cover-up scheme, it is also a treasured possession of Miss Faraday's, which is why I'd like for her to have it back. As I'm sure, with the goddess. Thank you. Pray that it helps her recover her lost memories. Me too. Also, yeah, a lot of hearts here. I don't know if you caught that. A lot of heart was also here. She was actually a pretty good help with the case. Is everything alright? Churchgiver wanted me to return something important to you. This is where that image comes from, huh? I've seen edits of this one scene, except it's like he's handing you like a clown certificate. That's funny. Isn't that? Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Daddy, I wrote them all down, Daddy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all my promises and be a real hero when I grow up. Just like you. Oh wait, you got to write one down. The most important promise of all. Promise number 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. I remembered it just how you said it, and now I'll never forget it. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. That's right. I have to try. I'm Kay Farday, the great thief who do anything to get her hands on the truth. Second Yadagrasu and assistant to Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, is that really you? Can't say I'm not a little bit embarrassed, but yeah, in fact, couldn't have done it without you, Mr. Edgeworth. You never stopped helping me, even when I was totally lost and couldn't remember anything. Thank goodness. You certainly seem to be back. Hey, so this is the review, huh? Welcome back. So good to know you're better. You can sleep easy now. Now that you found it, don't you get losing that memory of yours again, young lady, you hear? Miss Needler, that hurts. Thanks a lot for expecting me. And if you're really better, how about you get out of them dang hospital buds? Oh yeah, wash your clothes for you. Here. Nothing were with Detective Gumshoe. He handed them over to us after they came back from the forensics. And did he happen to mention the forensics found anything of note? I didn't ask? Anyway, never mind that now. Put them on, Kay. I want to see. Wait, about her bandages. Simply too soon to remove them. Oh, it's probably fine. She may have taken a big old bump to the head. She wasn't really hurt otherwise. But then, why are the bandages in the first place? Prevention is better than cure. Just in time saves 9. Pleasure is few of my mottos. Hopefully turn like painfully annoying practices for your patients. Okay, Kay. Transformation time. Yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. It's like a stolen glove. That smile suits you better too. It always did. Thanks to you too, Miss Von Karma. So glad to show up when you did. I simply came when Scruffy asked me to. I'm sure he'll be very happy to see that you're back to your old self too. Speaking of Gummy, where is he? Who knows? Perhaps the wall of his devotion ran dry when a certain someone threw away his badge. Tough Gumshoe. Anyway, I have to be going. I'll be taking those 2 with me. Oh, that's right. You guys are definitely going to jail. You were 100% going to jail. One is an accessory to murder, and the other is someone who has forged multiple problems. What's going to happen to them? Hudson is an accomplice in a murder and forging obstacle report 18 years ago. The crimes aren't allowed to go unpunished. But the fact that Excelsis Winter coerced them cooperating will, of course, be taken into account. Don't you worry about us, Kay. As long as Grandma and me are together, we'll be alright. Take care, Kay Farday. Until we meet again. I wonder if I'll see her in the Apollo Justice games. So, Kay, you only just got your memory back, but I need to ask you some questions. Sure, ask away. Lotta Heart, why are you still here? What happened the day you lost your memory? What were you doing? Let's see. Someone asked me to meet them at Gord Lake. I didn't know who it was. So there I was, just looking up at the moon when somebody in red raincoat started walking towards me. Oh. This was not... Kay's memory loss had nothing to do with this case. She was just here. Oh. He must have drugged me somehow, because it's when I found contrast. What? I'm not sure I follow. Because I'm Gord Lake looking up the moon. Anyway, when I came to you, I was on the roof building. I was in a daze stumbling up there when I saw the person in Red Ripper again. They were lying on the ground. I was so surprised, I stumbled backward. And the knife was falling and everything went dark. When I came the second time, couldn't remember anything. The person in the red raincoat, who in the world were they? I'm sure they were walking mid-air. Thinking about it's making my head hurt. Just breathe, Kay. You only just got your memory back. You're still confused. I imagine the root cause of your confusion is. Imagine things are all mixed up in your mind because You were at Gordon Lake 1 minute, and then at the top of the big building the next. Because you saw the moon in both locations, you might blend the memories of two together. Huh? Those are two different places. I know I was pretty out of it, but I don't think I could have gotten them confused that easily. I believe these things would have made you more likely to be confused. The stands.
Take that!
There are two key similarities between the scene down at Gord Lake and here on the top of the big building. Cherry blossoms and food stands. Wait, you're right. Those similarities will cause you to remember of both places to overlap. The person in the red race wasn't walking in midair. They were walking towards you from across the park. But in your blurry memories, that same sight played over the viewing platform instead. No way. This is a great piece of memories, huh? That's just cheating. Even still, just looking into the question of who attacked Kay in the park. Was it the person right that you saw? Do you hear that? Sounds like it's coming from up in the storeroom. Come on, let's go take a look. Well, wait, that's not another scoop in the office. You're still here. Hi, Lotta Heart. Bye, Lotta. Oh my god, you're still here. Coming from this little gadget here, Miss Edgeworth. Ooh, the transceiver. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Fuck. Fuck. It comes from case 2-5. It belongs to the killer. It's still going. I'm no good at technology. Come on, you have to pick up. Fine, I'll do it. Hey, this is Edgeworth. Hey, could refrain from entering strange calls from there. Mr. Edgeworth, presume. You know that voice? Surely the killer. Fuck, it really is the transceiver from 2-5. Congratulations on the case solved. But you can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? I'm sure you've noticed by now that there was a mastermind at work orchestrating the entire incident. What do you even know about this case? That's not too important right now. Let's focus on a certain individual for the time being, shall we? I've indeed been wondering myself if somebody else would have been involved. If not, I want to explain the evidence that is pursuing so damning to Kay's case. No way! It needs a mastermind. But who? Who indeed? Perhaps you can share your thoughts. What is the evidence in question that points to somebody else's involvement? Let me think back real quick. Is it the ticket stub?
Take that!
Well, Kay couldn't have written this, right?
Take that!
This letter Kay supposedly wrote to the victim. Yeah, I don't remember ever writing that. So who did? Who would prepare such a thing? Oh no, I'm not the only one who would like to know. And how do we know it wasn't you? Now, why would I do a thing like that, I believe the truth can look in the light in the court of law. But since you've had your badge revoked, that is no longer an option. So how will it all end? I for one will be watching from the sidelines of interest. Even as I'm up a badge. Oh, and one last thing. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. Now I bid you farewell. What the heck did he mean by that case hasn't been fully resolved? Why is he so interested in us anyway? Ugh, I'm just one giant ball of mysteries. Seems we've only scratched the surface of this case. I even found my badge. I'm going to carry on doing what I can. However this ends, one thing's for certain. Come what may, we'll expose the truth. Now, normally I would end stream, but first, it's only been an hour, so we're going to continue. Oh, Eustace, you're on the cover of it. Turnabout for the ages. Huh? What's going on over there? What is going on? Oh, the movie. This is the movie. This is the movie from the last chapter. April 6th. Oh, is this the same day still? So it's like for the great Miles Edgeworth, huh? Wait, you are serious about not being a prosecutor no more, aren't you? Yes, I am. No longer with the prosecutor. It's hard to believe, and yet... I can't stop thinking about what Mr. Tequila said. Me neither. I'll let you know the case solved. But you can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? This isn't over. We still don't know who that mysterious figure in the red raincoat at Board Lake was, or who really wrote that letter. We've been dissing somebody else's tune this whole time. But whose? Still can't let it go, huh? Like a dog with the dang bone. Both of y'all. Oh, I got me something important to do, so I'll catch y'all some other time, I guess. Wow, you have a new story to chase already? Trying to patronize me, girly? You better got new stories. More you can shake a stick at. Good reporter always has 3 or 4 leads, bubbling with old scoop pot. So somebody, please! Oh, what now? Oh, hey. I can't remember your name, but you are from case 1-2. Please, you have to help me. Huh. Do I know her? What's the matter? Has something happened? There's been a body. Looks like a... No, a monster might have... Monster? Oh, I'll be. Anyone else with sweet smell of scoop-o soup? This way, hurry. Oh my god, the way she runs. What's happened now? But indeed, we're going to find out. Huh? These look like... Yep, footprint. This here's a real photo. Footprints? But how big would a creature have been to believe prints like that? It's your drunk look. What the hell? Shilong Len? What's he doing here? Wait, the guy on the floor that's... No. Tishon Wang, the president of Zingfa. Tishon Lang, Mr. Prosecutor, how'd you get here so quick? What is going on here? Huh? I don't think it's exactly what I'm trying to figure out myself. Can't blame him for being on interpost. The leader of his country is dead. Speaking of which... The body's lying inside one of the footprints. What on earth happened to him? A monster? Monster? What you want me to say, huh? Tell me there's monster prints, mister. That we old Torosaurus Rex stomped right through there. I ain't never seen sure nothing. Now, why are we calling it a bull monster? Taro. What? That supposed to mean you are sure. This right here is the scoop of all scoops of all the scoops of bird them 10 feet. Named shrimp by giant monsters. They'll lead that with every paper from here to Honolulu. Ridiculous. There's such thing as monsters. Wait. The honor is on mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Di Wang. The reference of behalf of Zhang Fa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. You're the assassin we've been looking for. In a sense, yes. Certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. The contract did indeed specify that I was to assassinate President Wang. Did he finally manage to... You discovered the body? Yes. That is, what are you doing, Agent Lang? Lang Z says... Begin at the beginning, with the first person to arrive at the scene. Well, did you really just discover the body? Yes. Hey, go easy on her. Can't you see she's scared? I don't think he's in the mood to go easy on anybody. Oh, he's getting easy today. Do you have anything of who is lying dead over there? That's President Wang, the leader of Zhang Fa.
Hold it!
Please, Agent Lang. You don't seem your usual self. I'm always the one, in fact. When we first met, you had more underlings than I could count. You were known for your unrivaled arrest rate and your cool head and your pressure. Now the underlings are gone, and you've forgotten the fundamentals of police work. What happened? What did you just say? My voice is dwelling. I need to... Oh, give me a second. I need to get back into the Edgeworth. Shouldn't you be looking over the scene instead of accusing the first person you run into? Or is that me who's forgotten the fundamentals? Gah. I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I just want to get started. Good. Please I'll calm them down a little. Stick around too, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, I think we should. At least until the police arrive. I'm not strictly supposed to conduct investigations anymore. Shouldn't I be looking around? I don't know until you all did this. There's Tarasaurus. And one name ain't Lotta hard. Wait. Not who did this? What did this? Yeah, that. Are you quite finished? The investigation that we're getting on with. Step aside, please. You can't argue around no more, mister. You said better my dang ways, more like it. The almost of this here scoop of mine, and there'll be heck to pay, and then some. Excuse me. Whom from the bottom? Where do I know her from? You're, Miss Edgeworth, right? Do you remember me? Oh, yes, of course. We met on, that case. No way! You two know each other? Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. Somewhere. Great to meet you. I'm Kate Faraday, Mitch Edgeworth's assistant. Wow. I never did get your own adorable little assistant. I'm Penny Nichols. I work over at Global Studios. I'm in charge of prompts. Great to meet you. Ah, of course. One of my old cases involved a murder on the set of Steel Samurai TV show. She was a member of the crew, and thus a person of interest. I passed myself across several times when that was all going on, and yet, I've really forgotten about her. It's good to see you again. If you're here, I guess that means... That's right, we're on location filming for a Global Studio. It's kind of a big feature, to tell you the truth. I was prison today, wanted to make an early start, but then I noticed something is wrong. The footprints and... the body. Ugh. We'll take a closer look at the body in just a moment. Meantime, can I ask you to notify the police? Yes, of course, right away. I need to speak of her at length a little later. First, let's go over the scene. Then we'll look at the size of the body. We'll examine everything in detail. You know, this is all illegal. It really is kind of, huh? It certainly appears to be. Same that we met only a few days ago. So this time, the president really did get assassinated. That's what happened. The assassination certainly chose an attention-grabbing method. Let's discover the scene and expect anything that catches my attention. What is this yellow spot right here? No obvious wounds. Oh. There's an ad break right now. Phew. No obvious wounds, and he's definitely not breathing. Certainly was a monster. Trampled by a giant creature. Impossible. Huh? There's something speckles in front of his clothes there. Yeah, speckles of a yellow substance. And that's Motor Jewel. Yeah, that must be it. Please, Kay. You at least try to be sensible. Good friends just tell us what it might be. Alright, that looks to be pretty much everything on the body can tell for now. Put it all down. Body surrounded by pieces of smashed concrete. The body's surrounded by pieces of smashed concrete. Yes. It looked to be feeling clear when the ground was broken. Achoo! Sent flying by the mighty impact of a giant creature's foot. Sure. Assuming this was the work of a giant creature. Look at the shape! I know a hoop when I see one. Only one possible thing it could be. What a an enormous, terrifying beast. And it's not just one, there are three! You know it's impossible, don't you? You know that monsters aren't real. Sure, I probably know that, somewhere, deep down. But it's way more fun to believe that they are. Our job is to pursue the truth, okay? Not to believe in it feels most fun in the moment. Huh? What's this white thing here? Wait, it's a bone! Does this mean 2 murders? Looks more like a horn than a bone to me. Nothing to say about that? Okay. Miss Nichols, where does this exit lead? Onto the grounds of the building. Another piece of dirt to that same building. Building the hidden 51st floor uses for lots of illicit auctions. Guess it wouldn't be much of a surprise that if it turned out to be putting out more secrets. Huh, look at the chain family. Oh, look at that, they cut the chain. They did. Sure, it was still intact when I left yesterday. It's possible that this is where the killing is from. Eek! What's the matter now? Look at that huge dent! How did that get there? You're right. This is a big dent. It would take me a sizable object to make it, and a heavy one too. It wasn't like that yesterday either. It wasn't? This means the dent must have been made last night at some point. I'm looking at something, I'm sorry. So I would have missed this. Good thing I looked at. I wanted to see what room it was in, and it was this room. So, the grounds of the big building line beyond the skates. Look at it from here, you think it's an ordinary building, huh? There's not really special around to speak of either. Look at him. Look at that guy. Look at that guy over there. Look at him. Well known from our current vantage point at any rate. Anyway, we don't have time to punish this thing. We investigate this entire lot. For examining the side gate twice, see a familiar face in Ace Attorney 2. The achievement unlocked. Yeah, the achievement does tell you, like, right there. It just says, look at the side gate twice. Makes me wonder what it says for the one in the first game. In the distance from the bridge in front of the main gate. Just after finding Lance. It literally tells you how to do it, too. That's interesting. Hey, these are those plastic sheets you can put down near the thing there. The plastic sheets, that much is true. I don't think those are used for. Want me to explain, Mr. Edgeworth? Those are waterproof sheets. We use them to protect the camera when it's on the train. If it starts raining while we're shooting, we can just cover it up and keep going. I see. Must be pretty big, right? Oh yeah. Used to be able to cover the whole area. Wouldn't be a point using them otherwise. The weather was pretty patchy today, so we wound up using them quite a bit. So, Mr. Prosecutor, we meet again. Yes, we saw you at the detention center the other day, too. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang. You could say that. Nothing that didn't concern you, though. Really have a habit of showing up in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're a bad penny, a bad omen, and a bad smell all rolled into one. Just stay out of my way, okay? I've got a prison to avenge. You were already at the scene when we got here. Why? What were you doing in the area? What am I? A suspect? You might be. Look, I heard a scream and I came running, okay? Guess it was our friend from the crew. Came in from that gate over there. Somebody already got rid of the locker room. Not completely. You can still see it on the floor there. Just take a closer look. When I got here, I saw a movie girl running out of the other gate. In other words, he arrived at the right around the same time we did. He had business here at the big building. Something like that. A date with Destiny, let's call it. He was certainly enigmatic. Saw him at the detention center. Let me guess. You're huge creature feature fans and came to see the film Torosaurus movie. Creature features? What do you think I am? Not the type of person who thinks a creature might have done this at home. I'm sorry about the president. You have my deepest condolences. Thanks. He was a great man. Singfall will be lost without him. You and he were close, correct? And also when he hired my father. That was our big break. Our family kept him safe. That was our most important duty, and our most sacred. He gave my father a medal after medal. They had to come up with a new one just for him. In the end, there were no medals left to give, so he made us keepers of his last will and testament. Those medals, that duty, they're our greatest pride, our family jewels. Gah, never thought we'd be unsealing that will so soon. Wow, sounds like your family and the president were super close. But wait, when the whole thing happened back at the lake, you weren't with the president then, right? Look, what happened, okay? That was all 12 years ago or more. My father and president being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It's like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit. I wonder what happened 12 years ago. Regardless of what happened, I still respect him. Singfall may not be a big country, but he held that place together. Damn it! What was the security detail thinking? Imagine you've already contacted the embassy. Of course I have. And the government. And my family. They'll be going crazy right now thinking about what needs to be happening with that will. Things will be getting crazy here soon too. But it doesn't go over the place. If you're not a fan of trouble, I'll leave before they get here. Look, Mr. Prosecutor. These days, I'm a one-man outfit. A lone wolf. They won't be letting me lead this investigation. But I've still got fangs. And still bite back. I'll find whoever did this. I won't let you or anyone else get in my way. That makes two of us. This thing in front of the trailer here looks like a monster costume. What? That's a costume. Sure the creature made those huge horns footprints. You sure the creature that made these huge footprints didn't just shrink or something? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. This thing in front of the trailer here, it looks like a monster costume. A costume. Ladder? This looks like what used by the planning department. Oh wait, just remember there's something that I wanted to ask you. Can you light me up when I'm doing my next robbery? It looks super cool. You want me to shine a light on you when you're committing a crime? You bet I do. So weird about that. It's why I was doing my great thieving in the dark. The folks in the cheap suits won't be able to see a thing. Wait, imagine you committing this robbery in front of an audience. Insane. Is that everything so far? I haven't talked to you yet, though. I'm starting to get a little upset before. Why is your name Assistant and not Penning? You were working here alone. That's right. Came before everyone else, so I got thinking everything ready. As soon as I walked through the gate, I saw the footprints. Footprints the first thing in the morning. Must've been a real shock. It was. They went later when I left yesterday evening, I'm sure of it. So the footprints must have appeared late last night. First glance, I thought maybe they were part of the set. Then I got closer and I saw that somebody was lying in the middle of one of them. You didn't notice until you were right up close. Yeah, my eyesight just seems to be getting worse and worse lately. I think I need new glasses. Didn't notice it was a body until I tried by it. Which is why I got so shocked and ran away. That must be when we ran into her. So you're shooting a movie. It wouldn't happen to be a Steel Samurai movie, would it? Nope. Oh. This one's a creature feature. You know, the Torosaurus movies, right? She wasn't making that up? I'm afraid not. What do you mean she wasn't making that up? You have to forgive Mr. Edgeworth. He only cares about Steel Samurai. But that's not. Hey, it's alright. Not everyone's a fan. They soon will be. He's back at the 12 Years of Silence. The big bad foe himself. Torosaurus. Torosaurus. It's the first Torosaurus movie in a long time, so the crew's super excited about it. Parts of it are set here in the big building, so we've seen shooting on occasion. Like things we saw yesterday. What's going on here? What's going on with the building? Stop talking, kid. Cut. I'm so sorry. Shooting a movie. Could you, That must be when they were filming. So this Torosaurus smashed the big building to pieces in the movie? But he does, right? Wouldn't you like to know? Don't you just have to wait until we find it in the theater? Here, you can have this if you like. Oh, thank you. Epic rivalry is born. Torosaurus versus Gordy. They're making Bull Godzilla fight the Loch Ness Monster? That's a snake? What? Gordy. Huh. That's right. It's not just Torosaurus on his own. Right? He's an arch nemesis. You know Gordy, right? The monster from Gord Lake? Oh yeah! Wasn't everyone talking about that a couple years back? I sure fish in the lake. Showed up in that one couple's photo. Not only were people talking about it, they played a major part in one of my cases. Yeah, your case. I don't name them too odd about hearing again. They're just fascinated about the stories, which is how Gordy wound up in the movie. A little behind the times much. Really than never, I suppose. Just wait until you see the two legends cheering each other on the big screen. This reminds me of something I've seen already. Me too. I think we need to learn a little more about the security features on here on set. Miss Nichols, is this it? Kept locked overnight. Yeah, we use one of these. A combination lock, huh? Somebody knows the code and get in and out. Was the lock in place when you arrived this morning? Yep, everything was locked up tight when I got here. Who knows the combination? Oh, the producer, the director, the crew, and the actors. Basically, everybody who's working on the movie. So any money of the cast or crew could have opened the lock you entered. Combination lock on the gate leading to the plaza was intact when Miss Nichols arrived. The lock on the gate leading to the side of the big building had been cut. What does this tell us? Easy! He'll use the side gate. Precisely. And it tells us something else important too. Namely that a culprit didn't know the numbers of the combination lock. You're right. It would have been way easier to just come in that way if they did. Instead, they chose the plastic piece route, lesser known side entrance. This is no run-of-the-mill criminal, Edgeworth. We need to keep a what's about us. I'm not sure we should be excited by that fact, right, huh? Anyway, we know that everybody working on this movie knew the combination, which makes it likely that Brett wasn't a member of the cast or crew. I mean, are all of these just bad things here? So I'm still here, so... Maybe I'm missing something. I mean, this looks like the flyer that we just got.
Eureka!
This be one of Torosaurus's horns, couldn't it? You're right, it's really could. Maybe it's part of a prop from the movie. It is, it must be something pretty big, judging by the size. What's it doing on the ground here? Just from the crew. Maybe they don't know. This horn, do you recognize it? Huh? Well, that's part of the one of the Torosaurus's horns. It's from a model we used for promotion stop. Where did you find it? On the ground near the side entrance. That's weird. We keep a replica of Torosaurus's head up on the roof of the trailer over there. And it's quite large, I assume. Oh yeah. Well, not as big as the real thing, obviously. But it's still pretty big. Just up there. See it? Right there. It really is big. There's a bunch of really cool stuff around here, huh? Yes, there is. Well, for making the movie, the costumes, the equipment, everything. Treasures aplenty. I'm in heaven right here. Some of this equipment could be related to split murder, too. Really call it a little carefully. This is new. What's this bottom-stick thing? Is it for climbing trees or something? No, it's a camera crane. It's for use for filming elevated viewpoint. There's no camera currently attached. It usually would be positioned on the top there. Gotcha. Sounds good for chasing the place before a burglary. Mind if I go ask somebody about it borrowing it? Can any closer transport it if the answer is yes? Easy. You take the bottom part, take the top. So I'm helping now. And we go one step at a time. We're back to the place with what we know. And I'm walking back to my house. Okay, that's still the same, that's the same. Wait, why do I still have the Yotta grab? Well, I guess I don't have an attorney's badge anymore, that is fair, but... So this thing fell off. It probably fell off and hit that thing. Both within the fence and the broken horn. Weren't they yesterday, according to a witness? Which leads me to wonder... Wait, you think the giant Torosaurus I could have... I do. I think you could have well have rolled off the trailer roof and landed left alone. More than possible. This also means... Yikes. There's no sign of a murder weapon anywhere. Oh yeah, there isn't. Now, this is still only a possibility. What if the Taurosaurus had some malfunction up there? Yeah, it could kill somebody from sure. Miss Nichols, do you mind if we took a look up at the roof trailer? I'm gonna go up there. Sure, I don't see why not. Knock yourselves out. Oh, but don't do that literally. The steps can kind of be slippery. Alright, I'm done here. I found out what I need to know from now. I'm not here under. Hmm? You remind me of the kid from 1-2. Move, old man. What did you just say to me? You look some manners, kid. Or maybe you're a new person. No. You need to learn when you're in the way. Come on and get out of here. What the? I'm so sorry about him. Sean, apologize to the nice man. Come on, Sean. You can't puke to people like that. Let me see if I know him. Okay, he's... Let me look up the kid's name from 1-2. No, oh, it's not 1-2, it's 1-3. 1-2 was Case of Mia. Who is the kid's name? That's all I'm here for. Okay, so the kid's name was Cody. This is Sean. This is a totally different person. Whatever. Who the heck was he? A policeman, that's who. Why would you antagonize him like that? I thought there was going to be trouble for a second there. I don't think I've ever seen anyone stand up to an ancient name like that. Oh, let me introduce you all. Everybody, this is Sean Penn. He's the star of the movie we're making. The star. This little boy. Hi there, I'm Kate Faraday. Great to meet you. This is Miles Edgeworth. He's a prosecutor. Prosecutor? That's right, and a pretty famous one at that. He's a prosecutor. Where's his badge? Simply doesn't pull any punches. You, might not want to get close, Sean. She's right. It's no safe for a child. He's involved in this nonetheless. I need to speak with him. He was Sean, wasn't it? I'm gonna ask you some questions. You really a prosecutor? You just look like an old guy to me. I am. Old guy? Charmed, I'm sure. Badge first, then we can talk. I don't have my badge right now. How do you expect me to be able to believe you're a prosecutor? Phew, he's not the friendliest, huh? You want me to try talking to him? Why not? Oh, it can't hurt. I was never good with children. So you're an actor, right, Sean? Yeah. So what? It's amazing. So cool. It's not that big of a deal. Kids are pushing to be having an effect. So, those horns are yours? Yeah? What about them? Oh, those? Those make up the department made them. The character he plays has a special psychic link with the Taurosaurus. And the horns allow him to communicate with his giant friend. Isn't that right, Sean? Just shut up, will ya? I don't need to know all that stuff. Oh, sorry. The power dynamics seem to hear something pretty obvious. Still, it's kind of amazing, huh? Lead character in a movie. While you're still in the elementary school. It's crazy. Oh. Sean's actually 13. He just looks a little younger. What? But look at him. He's just so little and cute. And the backpack. I just thought, backpack's part of his costume. He's playing our mole, remember? Yeah, I guess he is, huh? But he's kind of small, you have to admit. We try not to talk about that too much in front of him. I said, stop telling people this stuff they don't need to know. I'm sorry. It's all for the role. Except for the card in the milk, maybe. The dead guy. That's the president, right? Yeah. You know him? A little. I met him once. He's meeting with the presidents now? That was a real piece of work. You can't say that. It's not nice. What's so bad about him anyway? Huh? Don't want to talk about it. Fine, I guess. President Wang was working with us on the movie. Working with you? Oh, exactly. He had a part, just a cameo, nothing big. So he came to look around the set one time. That would have been when Sean met him. I'll put the president in your movie. We heard he was a huge fan of the original Torosaurus, so the studio offered him a little role. Figured it would be a good PR. Last thing I need is amateurs on my set. What before, Sean? You can't talk about people like that. I told you to shut your mouth. I guess he's going to feel about the idea of performing this on non-professionals. No, I get that. Oh, here. What's this? Oh wait, from yesterday. A photograph? Yeah, just got them printed. You can keep them if you want. Wow, it's a great picture. You brought us especially for me? So kind, thank you. No, I just happen to have a spare. That's all. Hope you don't mind if we asking, but can we take a look too? Oh, sure. Here. So it's taken yesterday. No footprints, and certainly no body. Thank you. Actually, would you mind coming over with us? Oh, sure. After you. So this is the mighty Torosaurus. Huh? He looks different from Balahar. Here, he's way cooler on the flyer. What's a weird nose ring on this model? Oh, I forgot. You two aren't Torosaurus fans. This is the original Torosaurus design from 12 years back. Huh? So, what's the one on the flyer? That's the all-new Torosaurus. They gave him a makeover especially for this movie. He looks more contemporary right now, don't you think? A makeover? He's totally different. This one's, it's just a cow. Well, he is just a cow. Or at least he was originally based on a cow. He's a monstrosity. A monstrosity. Yeah, the cow and his best friend reimagined a certain monster. I'm sorry, run that by one more time? Totally makes you think about the whole relationship with nature, right? That was an original concept. I think the concept might be a little lost on me. Me too, I'm afraid. The model was made for promotional events, stuff like that. So people would remember the old Torosaurus and realize this was a reboot. He does look like different. People might get it otherwise. This is what we thought. His horn is broken. So the model really is what killed the president. I think it's a distinct possibility. But there's one thing I don't quite understand. What's that? Miss Nicholas, the model looks very heavy. How do you move it around? Oh, it comes apart. If you know that trick, it's not so hard. But I guess if you didn't, you might struggle to figure it out. If you happen to not to be a member of the cast or crew, for example. Once it's in pieces, can one person move it? Oh yeah, even I could. I mean, not very fast, but I could. Sure remember that face from somewhere. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I know this cow. Funny, I was just thinking the exact same thing. You know, from the president's plane, of course. And from the auction. So President Wang's plushie was a soft-core version of the original Torosaurus. Could this really be just a coincidence? There's a heater here. Think it's to keep the crew warm or something? I'd imagine so. It's spring now, but evening's gonna be super chilly. really gets in your bones. Oh, come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You can't just turn like an old fogey. You already look like one. You should talk young and bright and happy. And I have noticed, eh? It's not exactly my style. It's like cans of paint thinner. Guess they were being used by the health department. Look at the ground around them, Edgeworth. It's all burnt. Indeed. That's the blue sheet underneath. And then nearby newspaper. And the outside of the cans. Wait, do you think the Torosaurus head can breathe fire? Nah, this little guy doesn't look like that fire-breathing type. It's not even possible, though, unlikely. So the fire was started somehow. It's a wooden table, sadly collapsed. Parts of it are badly scorched. That's weird. What should be on that table? The legs are broken. This Torosaurus isn't going back on there now. Scorched back completely bad on where the legs snapped off. I think maybe I've been a fire up here. And that's what happened to the legs? Yes, when the fire had burned through the legs, the table would have collapsed and the head would have fallen down to the ground below. You're right, the fire caused the head to fall. Indeed. I don't have an idea about how the fire may have started. Those cans of paint thinner are pretty flammable. Paint thinner by the heater are pretty flammable. I hope we should keep them. Oh, you're right, I'm sorry. Make sure somebody moves them. They still didn't get used yesterday. How well was here anyway? It's just a question of what could have started the fire. A little more interesting. Yeah, I think I could probably throw that little baby over my shoulder and carry it out of here. You're not thinking of stealing it, are you? No, thinking I could just carry it around with me. And every time you shout objection, and let you know about that, make you look super cool. Picture it now. You look amazing. Well, look at the job. When do I start? Hopefully never. I'm missing something. Oh, yeah, there's you. What is it now? Can't you see I'm busy? Carling's going to work, you know. You're really so obsessed with the idea that this is a monster attack. Monsters don't exist. Well, even you know that. What did you... You don't know what the heck you're talking about. Torosaurus is real, dang it. I know that for a fact. For a fact, eh? How is that possible exactly? Because I haven't seen him. What? You saw Torosaurus? Where? How? Heck yeah, I seen him. The big bad bull himself. Right there in front of me. I was up on 51 over that big bear building yesterday, right? Gathering returns for your store in the underground auction, yes. We remember. Well, ain't you just Mr. Memory Man? That's right. I done seen him right when I took that photo. Person in the red coat. Miss Ringer, right? Yep. You also that blind next to the Miss Raincoat. Raincoat? Well, guess he was on the other side at the very moment. That's right. Torosaurus. There's nothing there. I can't exactly capture every dang thing. A little too far away, that's all. I seen it alright. Well, I did. Torosaurus' big old eyes staring at me. Peeking right through the window. Window-peeking monster. Anyhow, I don't got time to be shooting the breeze for y'all. I got snaps and snaps. Report is your report. Quit look at me, will ya? Go on, hit. That entire story is ridiculous. You didn't believe a word she said, did you, Mr. Edgeworth? Is that obvious? Alright, I think that just wraps up our preliminary investigations. So he was killed by, yes, a falling Torosaurus head. At least, this is the most likely explanation for now. Came down right on top of him, huh? Well, they took their time, here they are. Police, bodyguards, the whole gang. Mr. President! It's a little late for that, don't you think? Curses, who did this? Whoever it was made a big mistake. But I promise you this. They'll pay. I'm on their trail already. What? What do you mean? The president may have been murdered. That doesn't mean extraterritorial applies. Local police have jurisdiction. Luckily, I know the right people to talk to. I just got myself seconded to the case. Lowly woman outfit or not, I'll be working on this one. Sounds like you already have an idea where you can focus your inquiries. More than that, I've already caught the scent of my prey. Take a look at this. It's a printout of the security camera on the viewing platform at the very top of the big building. Oh my. But that's pointing out the elevator that leads to the roof. So of course everyone who goes up. In this particular case, for the president of his murder, Claire is dead. What was Judge Bethel doing there? He's saying these suspects are murder. Mr. Edgeworth, you just up into the gods to you. To me, he's what to call our final judgment Excelsius winner. The murder goes against everything she believes in. Agent Lang, I should explain your thinking on the matter a little further. I heard a little rumor while I was over at this big building. It's about you, Edgeworth. You're not a prosecutor anymore, are you? Which means you don't have jurisdiction here. Well, you want to cross-examine me while I explain my thinking. How would I agree to that? Says, hey, don't be like that. You were the one who was just talking about being a lonely woman alpha. You know what? Maybe it should be you explaining your thinking to me. How come even though you're not a prosecutor, you're still sticking to your nose in this case? It's a valid question. Why am I still here? Perhaps I can clarify that with a question of my own, Agent Lang. Why are you so desperate to catch the person who murdered President Lang? Because above all else, you're an investigator, correct? I'm desperate to catch a certain somebody myself. The person who orchestrated the murder at the big building yesterday. The person who put Case Freedom in jeopardy. Who put her in grave danger. That person is out there somewhere right now, looking in the shadows, laughing. Till I cover the truth, make that person pay. It doesn't matter if I'm a prosecutor anymore. I'll keep fighting. Find the truth, and don't give up until you do. It's a rule I live by. You may have the look of smart guy, but you're a fool just like the rest of us. A fool? How dare you? Oh, it's just what I needed to hear. Fine, you're in. I've lost my minions, and you've lost your fancy title. But it seems neither of us is prepared to give up on this investigation. Now, seeing as we're both so stubborn, I will go head-to-head and shout out the details. I'll be honored. But be warned, I won't be going easy on you. I'm an assassin to catch. Not even you're gonna get in the way of that. Of course. I expect no less. Let me show you the truth I tore from this case with my bare fangs. Alright, so this judgment of yours met the president on the roof. Then she pushed him. She landed right here. This all happened the night before the last. People had been cleared from the viewing platform, so it's the two of them up there. That pretty much sums it up. No doubt about it. She killed the president. Ah, you're missing a big giant bloodstain. They were here completely alone. No bodyguards. None. I checked. His security detail had no idea he went up there. He must have gone secret. Maybe it was a conversation they want anyone to hear. What kind of conversation? How are the two of them even connected? It seems the president spoke to the owner of the building ahead of time. He had him set aside the viewing platform just for the two of them. And it was the president asking. This guy wasn't about the fields. So the last person who could have seen the president alive really could have been... Yep, Gavel. Did you say her name was? Her. This argument certainly isn't completely without merit. I noticed at least one glaring hole in his reasoning. That's where I'll need to focus my counterattack. Global Studios dates, firing dates, insurance number, permit type, Set's eyes. Notice how they didn't want to tell us shit.
Hold it!
How can you say for certain that the two really met? So the plan's coming swinging, huh? I've seen worse approaches. Down to the battlefield, counter your opponents, every move. Try and shoot best the battle sheet. And not what I was intending at. Aww. But this battle has barely even begun, Mr. Prosecutor, so shut up and buckle up.
Hold it!
The night before last. How can you be so sure of that? Ha! You're not sure? Take another look. Pick anything you need. This picture is from the camera up in the viewing room, like I said. Camera doesn't lie. That's from 2 nights ago.
Objection!
See this picture of them both entering that rooftop area. Nothing from at that point, I assume. No. It's only one camera. It's pointed at the elevator. Can't see the viewing platform itself. Still, this is when the murder happened. I'm sure of it. The president was really killed 2 nights ago. And his body would have been here this whole time. Take a little moment there, Mr. Prosecutor. I'll save it. I'm not done explaining. Not even close.
Hold it!
So can I possible someone else is up there, surely? Yeah, what about the cotton candy stand?
Not so fast!
Honorable English should have questioned the president himself to clear the area. You know there'd be serious trouble if you messed up, so I worked as he could. Took everybody out, I mean everybody, including your stupid cotton candy seller. Stupid? That's mean. Still, it wasn't enough. Had been, the president wouldn't have been lying to there now.
Hold it!
Not about it. Are you certain of that? Of course I am. Place, the time, everything points to the woman in the picture. The place and time. Interesting. Usually seems to believe that the president went up in a certain place at a certain time, and yet, yes, I think I'm starting to see a problem here. Well, at least one major point he's overlooking. Shouldn't need to focus my counterattack. Struck, surrounded by explosive concrete.
Objection! Not so fast!
Interesting. I don't really see the point. It's all not the last. Okay. That's just right there. That's fair. That's my bad. I'm not paying attention. Shi Long Lane. I'm a star agent of Interpol. The mighty have fallen. What? Take a look at this picture. Behind the scenes shot of some cast and crew. Little smiles. Well, maybe not Sean's, but you know what I mean. It was taken only yesterday. What? Maybe Judge Gavelle really did kill President Wang in the night before last. The body would have been clearly visible in the background of this picture. What? Perhaps you should have taken a little more time to speak with those involved. After all, we're witness to interviews on the basis of any good admission issues, no. I don't think I've ever seen you so happy, Mr. Edgeworth. Really do love backing your opponent into a corner, huh? Fine, you got me. Must say, it's been a while. I almost missed it. Perhaps if you try to stay a little calmer, conducting investigations in the future. Don't push your luck, Edgeworth. Things he says. The rage's anger of a wolf lasts 100 years. That won't be coming out anytime soon, not until we've caught the president's killer. All the same thing, we all do. Nonetheless, the body appeared last night. Let's accept that now. And there's not one other thing you'll need to accept. The president didn't die from a fall. That's right. He was crushed by the falling head of a giant monster. This didn't occur here in the movie set. Not the top of the big building. Says you. Let's just interfere it. Not do I give my own physical. It literally can't have happened last night, the night before last. We just proved that with this picture. Did you? What if your friend Gambit pushed the president off the big building the night before last, and then came down here when we set into the body somewhere? Here, but where? There's all kinds of stuff down here. Costumes, equipment, could hide it anywhere. Then come back a day later. Last night, in other words, and take it out again. We just need to check on the plot for trace evidence. We'll soon find where she put it.
Objection!
There won't be any need for that. But this piece of evidence proves that Judge Gambit hit the body.
Take that!
It was locked. Both entrances to this lot were locked. And we already know that the chain on the side of this gate was cut only last night. Judge Gambit had no way of getting in here to hide the body the night before last. But murder has to happen 2 days ago. Why are you so set on believing that? Because you remember that picture was a printout from the video. There was more. There's a footage from a few dozen minutes after your friend went up the roof with the president. It shows her heading back into the elevator, alone. No footage of the president himself leaving that roof. There's no other way he could have got down from the top of the building that high. Fuck. Let's see what's pushed by Gambit. You say the president was never observed returning from the viewing platform? Yeah, the camera was pointed at the elevator door the whole time. If anybody else had come up down, they'd have been on that tape. In other words, the presence of the camera ensured that nobody could have let them notice. I see. That's not good news for Judge Gambit. Finishing from a rooftop 100 feet in the air? That's a tricky one, alright. Indeed. Even the undergrads who can't actually fly. Well, not yet, anyhow. Just need a little more practice. Please don't tell me you think you can learn.
Hold it!
A few dozen minutes. It's awfully vague. The exact length of the time doesn't matter. Not anymore, anyway. What matters is that she did it after that. And what was that, exactly? Prosecutor, I'll elaborate. And I need to, believe me.
Hold it!
So she was alone when she went back down the elevator. You're sure of that? I'm certain. Like I said, there's footage from a little while after they went up the roof. Footage of Gambit recorded by the camera went to the elevator door. She was getting back to the elevator. Just her. Self-mounted 2 eyes. Excuse me, I'm certain that Judge Gambit didn't get back to the elevator alone. How he'd be so sure of himself otherwise? God, it's so weird, right? Like, completely alone. Not even her probably justice was there. I thought the presence of an invisible entity would have swung things the other way. But, no fair. No regards to justice. I feel like I should light a candle for her and say a little prayer. We could return the matter at hand, Agent Learn. You don't think there's any possibility the president could have taken the elevator at some later point? No. Considered it, but...
Hold it!
And just to be thorough, the camera has no blind spots, and what if it's functioning normally? Just said about stuff like that. Who do you think I am? Forgive me. As I said, I'm just being thorough. Simply my way. Heck, whatever. We're just clean, okay? There's no doubt about it. President came up on the elevator. He never went down at all. Understood. I may question your testimony, or refrain from questioning your methods any further. Do what you want. They're both rock solid.
Hold it!
What if there was another way he could get gone down?
Not so fast!
He was 50 stories up. That'd be ridiculous. The elevator was the only way down. Simple. If you want to take my theory apart, the sharper tools than this. Convinced? There's no other way the president can land here.
Hold it!
I think it's a little too strong to be saying that for certain. Ha! Struggle you like. You want to escape me. Things will close around you in the end. Your things aren't escapable, and neither was the rooftop. I'll escape one by one, showing you how the president escaped the other. Ooh, nice. There's nothing a great thief loves more than a breakout. You took a good game, Mr. Prosecutor. Now, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Escape away if you can. So the camera means no one could have gone unnoticed? Or does it? Was formerly the only way you can have left that rooftop?
Objection!
Actually, there was another way. Or from the elevator? What do you mean? How about tell me that he flew? He didn't need to. It's much simpler than that. Assuming the president knew what we know, of course. Namely, that the big building has a hidden 51st floor. What? That's right, a hidden floor. With a hidden entrance on the rooftop. If he left that way, he wouldn't have needed to have the elevator. What? You said it was hidden, right? That it was a secret. How would the president even know about it? It's an interesting question. Well, I don't have an answer to this yet. But for now, this is just a theory. So what are we talking about exactly? What is this hidden floor of yours? Something kind of place your little ninja friend would happily spend time in. No, I hate it there. Don't make me go back. Fortunately, Kay's memory of it are far from happy. There's a secret storeroom up there where they kept lots for the underground auction. The whole sort of scheme was uncovered just yesterday. Underground auction? What the heck are you trying to say? What the heck are you trying to say? President Wayne was involved somehow. I don't have any proof, but I certainly think it's a possibility. Yeah, based on what we've seen of him, he's certainly seen the type. Geek! He'd never do that. Not the president. The underground auctions? No. Nothing to do with it. Nothing. It's gotten into him. Hope you two are feeling lucky. Because when people start saying stuff like that, I started biting. Huh. He ran away. You know nothing. Neither of you. No idea how much people love him, or such as he is. Is it really that true? I guess we know what lurks behind that seemingly respectable public face. The people of the thing fought totally don't. Wonder if I should tell him the truth about his beloved president. No. Look at what it do. It would only upset him more. Forgive me, Agent Lang. Didn't mean to upset you. We spoke out of turn. Both of us. Can only apologize. Apology accepted. And appreciated. Reciprocated. I'm sorry I got carried away. It's alright, Kay. You can come out now. Sorry. It's fine. Not you I'm upset with. It's the animal who killed the president. Well, Agent is a fine figure of a man. All patriotic and such. Gotta tip your hat to that sort of thing. Ha. Who are you talking about? Well, I got good news for you, Mr. Patreon. Real good news. What? Ain't no one hit your pal President Mosey downstairs in 51. Really? I was hunkered down that storeroom the whole dang time. Eyes peeled like oranges. Of course. She would have already snuck in that point. Thanks. It's very useful to know. Well, Mr. Prosecutor. What? Guess my theory still stands, which means I'm not budging an inch. Nobody saw the president enter him out Gavel 2 minutes ago. That's a fact. But it's also a fact that the body appeared only last night. How could the president have fallen from the roof 2 minutes ago and only be found today? Seems a little slow as far as going, you say? Sure, there are questions still answering. I'll give you that. Then I guess there's something we can do both agree on. Oh yeah? What's that? The question of exactly what happened here yesterday. Required for investigation. Yeah. Guess we want to for sure the body and the footprints appeared during the night. Agent Lang, we'd like to hand the body off to the coroner if you won't mind. Fine. He's all yours. Just take care of him, okay? One last thing. What? Time for what's here for the body. I mean, footprints in the footprint, if you will. Little ones, in the big one. Human footprints in the monster print. Interesting. And what kind of print? Sir, they're a child footprints. What the size of your average elementary school kid? What? Huh? Elementary school? No, it couldn't be. What now? It's Nichols. Didn't mean to butt in, sorry. Is there something you wanted to say? What is she so scared of? There's something I have to tell you. You probably think it was pretty awful of me, but I'm sure it's something you need to be so quite nervous about. Well, what is it? Last night I came here. What? You mean you came back to the set? Why? Well, I was worried about him, so I came back to check. Check on Sean, I mean. Sean, the boy. Makes sense. Yes, you see, he stayed behind on his own last night, for hers. Wow. You listened to the job seriously, huh? Well, this movie's his first lead role, and he's trying so hard to make it perfect. She might have seen what happened last night. What time was this? Let's see, it was already at 10, I think. Looked like it might have been about to rain, so I got a little worried and came down. When I got here, well, you saw something, didn't you? Yes. Sean was there on his own, running his lines, and talking about him there was this long, like, really, really long neck. Neck? Yes, with skin like an enormous worm. It was like a dinosaur. Oh, wait, you mean it must be? Gordy, good old Gordy. You didn't give me this lip last time you slimy old lizard. I got you now. What? Oh, Gordy's involved too. Yeah, I think he might be. I was surprised that you are. Although, I guess Sean was practicing being a kid of monsters. Oh, dang, you're right. He could have been communicating for real with them little horn doohies of his. Right. But it seemed like he was kind of looking up and talking right to him. Like they were friends. Pretty weird, right? Dang, tune it's weird. Weirder than a mustache and a mule. How could he cheat on his best monster friend like that? Two movies and reality might be getting a little mixed up here. And yes, at least certain that's what you saw. Oh yes, only for a moment. I was so shocked I turned and ran. Well, how about that, Mr. Prosecutor? Another mysterious beast to contend with. Don't tell me you believe this nonsense, Agent Wang. The monster angle's neither here nor there. But I think we have a pretty good idea. Who we need to speak to next? Young Mr. Fend. He really was here last night, and there's a good chance he saw something. My thoughts exactly. Prosecution calls Sean Penn to the stand. Sean ran off just a moment ago. What? We need to get after him. Where the heck did he go? Maybe he just went home. You're right. They won't be doing any filming today after all. Sure. Maybe he went on the land. Nah. You're just overthinking, Shirley. He's a child, Agent Wang. There's no way he killed the president. Not on his own. Said he was on his own, huh? Maybe a monster gave him a hand. Maybe one of his creature teacher pals to help him. Yes. Very funny. I'm not saying the kid did it. Not for sure, anyway. Not yet. He's our most important witness right now. We need to find him. Mr. Edgeworth! Hey, it's coming! Oh, Gah. He ran away. What's that of? Heh. Well, just goes to show that your police force can't be trusted. You saying you intend to continue investigating the present murder alone? Yeah. So what? The last time we had you had about 800 other agents helping you. Sure. But I told you, I'm a lone wolf now. Got a problem with that? I don't need lackeys and I don't need friends. I only need these things right here. Keeps things nice and simple. No lackeys. No friends. Anyway, catch you both around. Things just got interesting. Sounds like I got my work cut out for me. 2 big pieces on the prowl. Ooh-wee. It's rare and scoops. In all case, at least one. I ain't no shutterbug worthy of the name. Wow. So it got kind of complicated, huh? It did. The tour source footprints were bad enough. How horrible. This will be a movie. Well, we better get our much running shoes on. Suppose we had. Huh? Who's that? It's one of Agent Lang's old team. We've come across a few of them on previous cases. This one's on his own. Excuse me? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see. How come you're not with Agent Lang? Shifu? He's technically not my boss anymore. Really? What happened? You remember that case from a month or so back? The Yadagasu case. How could we forget? You made kind of a big mistake there. Came about as close to aiding and abetting a serious criminal as you can come. So keep your job. Indeed. This was pretty close. Well, being Shifu, he took full responsibility. So they disbanded our team. Wow, that's harsh. That explains why he's now a lone wolf, as he puts it. So what are you doing here? Well, to tell you the truth, I was worried about him. I think he's been chasing ghosts. Ghosts from 12 years ago, to be precise. 12 years ago? What does that mean? Sorry, I already said too much. I better be on my way. These ghosts of Agent Lang, do they have something to do with the case we're currently investigating? Well, looks like everything Lotta got except us. What do we do now? Good question. Miss went off monster hunting. Guess Agent Lang is busy trying to track down Sean. Plus we should try investigating another angle. What kind of angle? Somebody needs to get Judge Gavel's side of the story. Oh yeah, you're right. What did she say again? Please forgive me, but I better be on my way. Preside over the trial of Ifila Garden a bit. Because the trial will be beginning right about now. Indeed. Better head in the courthouse, don't you? Alright, let's go. Alright, what a good to be continued. That's a good place to stop. That is a good place to stop. And with that, I'll be ending here. It's kind of a short stream, but we did complete a case and start another. So it is fine in my book, at least. Didn't want to be at a short stream like this. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and tomorrow I'll be playing Hollow Knight Silksong and such. But with that, thank you all for being here, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.